What's going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings. It's been a long night. I clock it at 1:16.
1:16. Man's got to be up for work. 7 o'clock.
Oh, bro, there you go. The hustle is real, man. We're still going. But look, let's get some reaction from you guys with the player ratings. After our draw with Arsenal, let's go straight into it. David De Gea.
If you look at it, quiet game. I thought the double save was brilliant. That was a David De Gea hold.
You know what I mean? He looked like he was back there.
Back to the best. So didn't really have much to do. If you look at it, really, should he have done better with the goal? Chipped him over the top.
Yeah.
I'm just about 6 for me. You know what I mean? That double save, probably just about what he's done all game. So 6 for me.
For the importance of this game, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said a 4.
Just 4 walk off.
Yeah.
For the importance of this game and how much we needed to beat Arsenal and for bragging rights, him making that double save for me is priceless.
Yeah.
So I give him an 8.
Okay.
For that double save alone, because my group chats are quiet because of him. So.
God, Mars is doing it strictly on a personal level, you know. Man's not looking at the context of the game. Man's like, well, I'm not getting bantered, so he saved me.
Arsenal's personal. I grew up in South London, so you know what I'm saying. It's all about my friends and the Arsenal fans that I know. So he gets an 8 for me.
Okay, very, very high. Okay, right back, Ashley Young.
Oh yeah, I forgot whether it was Tanzania or not. Yeah, Ashley Young. Do you know what? I don't think he was as bad as people make out, and that might only be because.
Did you see the second half, mate?
and that might only be because I kind of know what to expect with him.
Yeah.
But he, like, what other options do we have? Like, you know, with someone, that's how thin our squad is. But then at the same time, he didn't play that well.
Don't do it off.
No.
It's not his fault playing. Like, judge him on what you saw as our right back today
and what I saw.
Captain. Actually, no, De Gea he was captain. Ashley Young.
He was captain.
Ashley Young was captain, innit?
He was captain. Yeah. His first half performance was a lot better, but yeah, he did lose a lot of steam in the second. So I'll give him a straight 5.
I'll be real with you, man. That's generous. For me, he gets a 3, man. He is poor, man. I don't know if you've seen that cross he did where the whole of East Stand rolled.
And he put it straight over the bar.
Straight over the top. For me, you know, when the ball's coming fast at him and he does that quick cross, that is Ashley Young for you right there. Yeah. He tries to think that he's Beckham, mate. You're not Beckham, man. Stop thinking you're Beckham at 34 years old, man. You're finished, yeah? I don't know how he's still playing at his football club. Twanzebe did more at left back, and we'll get on to Twanzebe. Did more left back than Ashley Young did the whole game. For me, it's a 3, man. He's absolutely garbage.
Okay. Let us know what you lot think. I did think he had a bad game though. Let's go into the centre backs. Let's go with Harry Maguire. Actually, no, we'll go Lindelof because he was next to.
Lindelof, did he have much to do with Aubameyang? I felt they kept him quiet, him and Maguire. But that for me, you tried to blame it on Twanzebe. I don't know what you're doing, mate. It's your ball there. You need to control that ball for me.
I don't know. I know that's a bad pass.
I know, but you get the ball. But you got to be in the right position. I don't know what he was doing down there.
I don't
know, man. For me, you got to do better with that ball. It wasn't a ball where, you know what I mean, you're scrambling all over the place. You know what I mean? It was a simple ball.
But it weren't to him. He had to straight. He couldn't. It's not to him.
I don't know, man. I'm clutching straws at here, but look, if you look at the performance, kept Aubameyang quiet.
Yeah. It was actually him who done that block straight after from Saka. Yeah. What went over the bar.
Exactly.
Just after they scored.
You've got to give him a 6, so, you know what I mean? Okay. You can only say that it's not a clean sheet, so you can only give him a 6.
Did you factor the missed pass into your thingy?
Oh yeah, when he just kicked it out.
Well, there you go as well then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
then obviously losing the Twanzebe ball as well. But yeah, I give him a 6, but for I think slightly different reasons to you, but I guess we worked it out the same way. But yeah, I thought it was Twanzebe's pass that was bad. Like, I don't put the blame on Lindelof for that. I give him a 6 for that one, yeah.
Okay, so quite fair to Lindelof. His other centre-back partner, Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire had a decent game, and bombing forward as well. He I know people were saying he can carry the ball and whatnot. I just hadn't seen much of it, and he can do it. That shot he had that nearly went top bin.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And clearly he's the focal point when we're getting corners and crosses into the box, like they're looking for him. That shows me that he is a leadership type player, and he's able to, defend well in these kind of games. If I give Lindelof a 6, then I'll give him a 6 as well.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, they kept Aubameyang quiet. Aubameyang, apart from that shot, didn't have much to do.
It's typical Aubameyang, isn't it? That?
Yeah, typical Aubameyang, you know what I mean? So I give him a 6. Just he did what he had to do.
It was actually Maguire who played Aubameyang on, but I think that's almost in reaction to a bad pass in that area. Once that happens, you're scrambling, innit? Left back, Twanzebe.
Man of the match for me. clear as daylight, mate. 8 out of 10 performance today.
And that's with the mistake.
He looked like Roberto Carlos today. I thought, yo,
Roberto Carlos.
The Rochdale Roberto Carlos, man. My man was up and down that touchline. But for me, what was so good was his technique on the ball. For me to go on the left-hand side and drive with the ball forward, it's quite difficult, you know. Only certain man can do that, you get me? So I thought it was brilliant. I thought he brought James into play sometimes. I thought he carried that left-hand side. He didn't think, you know what, I'm going to go to the halfway line and stop. He went there, carried on.
Considering he's not a left back, I mean, he's not gonna. What Axel's not gonna do from that position is go round James from the overlap and swing a ball in on his left foot.
No, there's limitations.
But there's limitations. But there was one time where he literally, I think he had Pepe up his arse. He just turned and travelled, and I was like, Pepe's not gonna want it with him running back the other way. So he did good.
Man. He showed desire. He showed what it is to be a United player.
Yeah, he did.
To go risk take. So for me, 8 man of the match for me.
He's actually my man of the match. I don't want to just do the whole because you know because but he's actually my man of the match as well. I give him an 8 as well. Like he looks comfortable on the ball, and actually I think he's going to give Lindelof and Maguire a run for their money at some point.
That was the next question. There was 2 questions I was going to ask you just quickly. The first one is his high? Does he still deserve a rating as high as 8? Even though his mistake has directly led to our goal. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Should it maybe be a 7 then, or should it be a 6 because he made? I think that's harsh.
I'll answer your question by saying maybe there is a bit of bias in our.
Because I feel like an 8's very high. Because when he's had a direct impact, he did stand out. He did stand out. But I don't know. All right, well, we'll put it to you guys. And the last question on him. He's looking like he's played against the Stein, played against Rochdale, and then I said to myself, well, I want to see him in the Premier League. He's knocking on that door, and you're looking at it like there's certain attributes he possesses where you're like, Lindelof wouldn't have done that.
No.
So there's a question mark there. What do you guys think? Let's move on into. We've done all the back 4, back 5. Let's move into midfield. Scott McTominay.
Yes, he's got the goal and he's looked lively in the game. He doesn't look out of place anymore to me. Like in our midfield, like people are calling for him over Matic. So for me, it just shows that he's really stepping up and really growing into himself.
Should have had 2 today, innit?
He should have had 2. That header just over the bar, but what can you do? Should have rose higher. He was unmarked, all of that stuff. And for the goal as well. I give him a 7. I give him a 7 for today.
Yeah, I agree with that, mate. He did everything that McTominay does. Heart, desire, passion. For me, it was similar to the game where he played against Barcelona at home, where he just ran the show because he just thought, you know what, I'm just going to show what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to run with the ball, and I'm going to. First, I thought, what's he doing in certain areas where he was out wide from Pogba, about 20 yards away from him. I said, go, you got to come closer. But show good resilience and good heart, man. That's all you get with McTominay. So 7.
Pogba.
I think poor game, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Some people saying he was really well. Rance thought he was his man of the match.
I don't know, man. You see limitations with Pogba today, and he was not full effective. For me, Guendouzi and Pereira did a job on him, and Xhaka. Every time what they did was he received the ball from De Gea, and he got to the point where Pogba didn't want the ball anymore. I seen it with my clear eyes. Pogba said, "I don't want the ball anymore because Guendouzi and Xhaka are coming at me, and I can't do anything." And Rashford's about.
Is it because Pogba's too deep? You think he's just?
He is, man. I said to him, "It's touching Maguire's." Shoulders. That's why we can't see the best of Pogba. So for me, it was an okay performance today for Pogba, for 5 for me.
5.
Yeah, I'll be real.
I think it was only an okay performance because there weren't enough runners off the ball, and there was times
he
when
set Rashford through.
Yeah, and there were times when he's trying to play a ball and then he'll take a step. And when I'm in the stadium, I always hear people say, "Oh, Pogba, we need to release the ball," but it's because no one's moving through it. But I thought he had a pretty decent game. To be fair, I give him a 7 personally. I think he had a decent game.
Okay, so look, a 5 and a 7. I probably would have went 6 in between that because I don't think Pogba was awful, but I don't think he was the man of the match. As Rance would say, it's a Pogba average game, which still ends up being like a 6 or maybe a 7. But I think a 6 would have been fair. What do you guys think? The other midfielder, Jesse Lingard in the 10.
Non-existent. Just I barely saw him today. Like I'm struggling to remember what he did. He'll get a couple of balls into his feet, and then when he does, try and give it off to someone. He doesn't affect the game, and maybe that's the system we're playing, where maybe our number 10s aren't really affecting the game. But yeah, man, wherever he was, I hope
that's not a deliberate thing. Put the 10 out there.
Yeah.
Say don't be involved.
Don't be involved in the game.
That's a tactic.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just wondering whether he's going to really warrant his place in the team for much longer. To be honest, for me, he's slowly showing me that he doesn't. He's a bit of an afterthought. He doesn't really need to be put in the team as much as he is being put in. And I think he was only put into this game because he bags goals against Arsenal. That doesn't run. Just because I scored a couple of goals against Arsenal, so what? You should throw me in there every game. So he had a dry performance. I give him a 4, man. He had a poor performance.
4, mate.
I
don't know, man. I don't know what you guys, but I'm giving it 1, mate. I think that's a dead performance. He deserves no more than a 1. He ghosted. I don't know where Jesse Lingard is. Someone needs to find out where Jesse Lingard is. I'll be real. Where was he in the game? He was running around. You know what I mean, like a school kid. You know what I mean. You can't just run around like a school kid. You got to find ways where you can hurt Arsenal. All he was doing, pass it on to James. You know what? Let me go make a run. That's nowhere, nowhere literally. So for me, he doesn't get more than a 1. Average, mate. Average. Needs to go.
Do you know what? I would agree. I would agree. He was bad. Let's go into the attacking players now. Dan James for me, from probably one of the poorer games, but for me that is only what the reason is because there was no service out there was no help. Tuanzebe was limited in what he could offer. For me, he looked tired, he looked leggy. He tried a few occasions where he was trying to move in on the left hand side and cause the right back problems, but just a lack of ideas today. And that just for me just stemmed from the whole side. You know what I mean? When you try too hard and then the team are not coherent, when it becomes a case of no coherency, you just lose it. And today it was a flat performance from James, and you don't expect that from him, but you will get that more and more when the team is playing like this. So for me, 5, not good today. Okay.
Yeah, I know we shouldn't just be praising players on their work rate, but his work rate is phenomenal.
Yeah. He's tired.
And he's the only bright spark I'm seeing at the moment, along with the Greenwoods that come in. That's what I'm giving. But he's the only bright spark I'm seeing. And today he had a very little end product.
Yeah.
Like he was quite poor, but then he's someone we just bought from Swansea, young kid, and he's doing more than I expected him to do.
And in that team, it's like you look at him and feel like there's always something that could happen.
Yeah.
He's always an outlet.
When you give him the ball, if he doesn't get past his man, he'll win you the foul.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, and for him to be doing that, he shouldn't be in our first team. For me, because our players should be stepping up to the plate, but he's having to do it. He's the one having to work, run at defenders and bang goals in whenever he can. So okay, his work rate wasn't there, but he's showing more than I thought he was going to show. For me, he gets a 6 today. Yeah.
Well, you say his work rate wasn't there. I thought he was.
I meant his end
product. I was going to say, his work rate was he was working very, very hard. Marcus Rashford.
Poor. Gets shoved off the ball easy. Had that chance on his left foot that he should have taken. Finally took a free kick that was on target. I just don't really see why he's starting games at the moment. I think Greenwood really needs to come in and just give him a run for his money. If Rashford is the best we've got when Martial's out, then we're in real trouble this season. Rashford showed me nothing today, man. He showed me nothing. And I know I've given Lingard a 4, but I think that could just be because I'm happy that we haven't lost to Arsenal, because I thought we'd lose to Arsenal. So on the basis of that, I'm going to give him a 4. But he was so poor today, man. So poor.
I'll give him a 3, man. It was poor today, but I don't even think Marcus Rashford's a solution, and I don't even think Greenwood's a solution, because that's how poor we're playing. If Greenwood's out there getting hung to dry, and he's getting hung to dry in there, then you'll see the same performances from Greenwood, and then it'll be like, you know what, Greenwood's not good enough.
Then it could stuff his development straight away.
Like Gomez, everyone's saying he's not good enough, because we're playing in the side which is very, very poor.
We need these players to come into some form of unit.
Chong's ability's there, but it's just not coherent in this kind of team. So for me, he just looked lost out there. We're lumping when you lump the ball forward to Rashford, that's when we know when the problem is. So for me, 3. It was not his day again today. And
Andreas,
man, I'm just losing the will to live with him, because for me, it lacks the idea of just like, the basics of football and the movement. For me, he's playing in a false right position, which for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has put him out there, and that's fair enough. Yeah. But there's no intelligence in there. There's no, what can I move into the pockets? Can I tell Lingard, you go down there and you can come in here? Yes, Ollie sets out the tactics, but come on, man. You're playing football, you're professional footballers.
Well, he drove forward off the right, had that shot.
That was the one quality
coming
in the game.
Inside. I thought he worked quite. I thought he did all right.
It begs the question: why is he not playing in the middle? Jesse Lingard, go play out the right way.
Was that Pereira's fault? On his performance with what he was asked to do.
I know, but still, there's players out there in other Premier League, they'll still give out a performance 7 out of 10. It just, for me, it just doesn't have that final quality. Okay. And that's Pereira, sometimes you're just not good enough. And for me, he'll fit in a team in Spain where Granada, like he was there for, United, top quality they demand, and he's not top quality.
What are you giving him?
For me, I'm giving him a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
I have to say, I think that's very harsh. There's a moment in the second half as well where he recovered the ball, got it back round, and I think he passed it into, was it Ashley Young or someone? Regurgitated the ball, got us. I don't know, man. A 4.
It's a simple.
So we played as badly as Rashford and then as badly as Lingard in that. I know you give Lingard a 1, but you're putting him towards that side of the...
because for me, that's the basis of football, where you're running around and you're doing all this stuff and you're tracking back. That's the basis of football. I want something that can give me the star quality. The star quality will give you an up rating up to 6. For me, he didn't do any star quality, apart from that little run.
He had a shot on target, which is not more than a lot of people done.
Yeah.
That first half.
That shot was awful.
What, the left foot one?
It was a good shot.
No, he drove... Have you seen it back? He drove in and he skilled past David Luiz and took on the left foot. It's a good save from Leno.
Skilled pass, stumbled past.
Oh, nah, Miles. When you watch it back, he done a step over and went past Luiz, bro.
No, I get it.
He
but
did.
He was kind of losing the ball a little bit, but managed to keep hold of it, and then his shot was tame.
I agree.
All right, so you're going with a 4.
I'm going with a 5. Bland, just bland.
Yeah. I'm not saying he played amazing, but I don't think he played awful.
Yeah,
On the side of minus numbers.
Maybe not, and maybe I am slightly going back to previous games, but it's just more like kind of just nothing performances for me. I just don't think there was anything in it.
Yeah, and that is true. I'm not trying to say, give him a 7, because I'm just saying I thought a 4 was a harsh, but 5, I'll probably more agree with that. But, okay, cool. And let's just look at the substitutions. Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, well, he didn't get a lot of time though, did he? He gets a flat 5 because he just didn't have any time to affect the game.
Yeah, 5 as well, yeah.
5, yeah.
Fred
again, not enough time to show something. You know what I mean? He was playing on the baseline again.
Yeah.
Again on the baseline. What you going to do on the baseline? Nothing.
But it did compliment Pogba, because Pogba went forward. So with what we had, it was either keep Pogba there and he plays next to McTominay,
he had about 16 minutes to do something. Not enough time. For me, flat 5.
There you go. That's all the players done. And lastly, that is all the players, isn't it? There's only 2 subs. Yeah, we covered everyone. Manager, Ollie, what rating do you give him today?
I give him a 6. Tactically, he did what he could against Arsenal. I think his players are letting him down a little bit. I don't really like the way he's been scapegoated by my good friend Said.
You hold it there. Come to you in a sec.
But at the same time, he didn't do anything magical with his tactics today. We've drawn the game, so he definitely didn't. So I give him a 6.
I don't know,
You were just
man.
waiting, innit?
I don't know, Miles, man. Like, for me, it's a bang average 3, man. I don't know what kind of in-game tactics there were. You're playing James on the far left. Okay, you got to do something on the right hand side. Ashley Young, I don't want to see Ashley Young bombing on forward until he gets to the corner flag and he's got nothing to do after that. It's just not good enough. And then Jesse Lingard was going in a false 9, and then Rashford was playing on the left sometimes. It was just it was like I said to you, it was like a FIFA match where there was a little kid playing and another little kid, and they were just playing at each other, and it was just back and forth. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get the tactics. So it just free for me, bang average, and this will get more and more evident as the games go on.
There you have it. That's the end of the player ratings. Let us know if you agree or disagree with the guys here. Drop your views in the comments in the boxes below, as per usual. We've drawn the game. It doesn't really give us anything. Like I said, it won't give us confidence. We can't take anything from a draw. It's just onwards again. We just keep continuing, and we go to AZ Alkmaar. Win against Alkmaar?
Yeah, we should do. But
Man said we should,
we should do a lot of things. And we don't do it.
Win against Alkmaar?
Nah, I bet it's a 0-0.
Win against Newcastle?
1-1.
Win against Newcastle?
I say that's a draw, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And we've got to travel up to Newcastle. Oh, my God.
Anyway, we'll see you guys at the fan cams at Alkmaar. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.